So, in the interests of there being one more comedy meme build out there, let's have a little peek at this one. So I'm playing Terran or whatever here, and I'm going to do a silly thing. So check out the timings. Again, like, this is not something I generally do, so I don't know how polished these timings are, but it's, roughly. This is how to do a silly thing. This is a good comedy build. Notice the reasonably early double gas. Well, actually, it's a very early double gas. So straight away you can tell that I am up to no good here. If you scout your opponent and they've got double gas that early, it normally means that they've got something very specific in mind. And on this occasion, I certainly do. Other than the double gas, the opening is reasonably standard. You get a supply depot, you get a barracks, you get an expand. But with the 2 gas going, look how quick this factory is. Under 2 minutes, the factory is in production. As soon as I've got the money to do it, I'm going to add a tech lab onto the barracks here. I don't need a tech lab on the barracks. What I need is a tech lab for my factory. Going to get a marine out to chase away pesky scouting workers or whatever. So there's the switcheroo, and here comes the armory. So what I'm looking to do here is to build a Thor, just the one, but to get a Thor out far quicker than you would normally expect to see a Thor on the map, like ridiculously quicker. My opponent is going to be a way ahead of me by pretty much every measure. But Thors are really, really tough. So the plan here, you can see I'm also researching +1. I don't think that'll finish by the time I get there with the Thor. What I'm hoping for is that my opponent just doesn't have enough firepower to kill a Thor. So here it comes. Notice that I've pulled a whole raft of SCVs. And they are right-clicked to the Thor, and I've activated auto repair. So they're going to repair anything that they see that is in need of repair. The second Thor is about to pop out, and let's see how this goes. It's just such a silly build. So I've got 1 unit. Here I come. Hiya! And the problem with force fields, Thors are massive. It's considered a massive unit, and massive units break force fields. So your opponent can't keep you out with force fields when you do this build. Neither can they force field around the Thor to prevent the SCVs from repairing it. So the Thor just goes to work with the SCVs repairing it. Look, it's got 400 health. I mean, and it packs a mighty punch. The +1, I believe, is finished. This Thor is absolutely just rinsing out the damage, just 3-shotting these adepts, and with the addition of it's only 2 marines, but they're just going to add in some extra zip to this as well, and my opponent's got nothing that they can do about this at all. So yeah, comedy builds are us. There's a comedy build you can have for trying out on ladder. As with all the comedy builds, wouldn't recommend it. You don't see the pros doing this. Maybe Haas might try something like that. He plays Protoss, but if he did play Terran, I could well imagine he would do this. You're not going to see this in a pro game, but look how cool it is. 6 minutes and I've got 3 Thors. It's bad times, isn't it? Nobody wants to see that turn up at their best. What's the weak side of this build? The weak side is reasonably apparent. I have no units until that Thor comes out, and my economy is way behind where it should be. 6.5 minutes, still not saturated. So yeah, if it doesn't work, you're dead. I mean, you're so dead. But if it does work, it's hilarious. Cool, GG.